I see. I'll get the picture. I mean, I'm all for a bit of give and take. But I do get the hump if you start bringing your relatives home with you. Yeah?
Ah, good morning. I was hoping to have a word with Mrs. Trenchard.
Oh, rather you than me, mate.
Quiet, upstairs. Any idea when she might be back?
She don't live upstairs. She lives, well, nests down here with me. That accounts for the black rings under my eyes and murder in my heart. You've got a visitor.
Who is it?
It's Lawrence of Arabia. He wants his camel back. Won't be a minute. Just getting the curlers out of her nostrils.
Gerald!
Hello, Daphne.
Oh, my God, what are you doing here?
Well, with any luck, he's come to exorcise you.
My dear.
Come into my room. We'll be safer in there.
Have fun.
I'm so sorry if I've called at an inconvenient time. I had some business in town.
Sit down.
Thank you. I did try to ring, but phone boxes in working order seem to be as rare as hen's teeth. And, well, frankly, I was simply dying to see your grandson, and I thought that this would be an excellent opportunity to finalise the details of the christening.
Gerald, I have some deeply distressing news about the christening, but before we get on to that, I really feel I ought to put you straight on the setup here.
Yes, well, I won't deny that I am mildly curious.
Well, I know that you, as one of my oldest and dearest friends, would understand, but many wouldn't. So I'd be awfully grateful if none of this reached the ears of my Charlton Kingsbridge circle. So there you have it. Here I am, trapped in this house with that dreadful man in the most horrendous situation possible. I try to have faith, Gerald, I really do. But I can't help feeling that the Almighty's let me down badly.
Daphne.
I mean, I know he moves in mysterious ways, but surely not this mysterious.
Well,
Would you like
Lord.
a cup of coffee?
Oh, thank you, yes. Do you know, I think I might have a word with Sam while you're making it.
So, in a nutshell, Jerry, I mean, it's been like World War III since she moved in. I've really made an effort, you know, but she don't give me a chance. And that last stroke she pulled...
I'm sorry?
Well, I've laboured long and hard over this. It's a present for my grandson, Joe. She takes one look at it. What's she do? She goes out and buys a whopping great camel, just to belittle my badger.
You have my sympathy, Sam. You know, Daphne's never been the easiest of women.
I know she goes to church regular and all that, but, I mean, she ain't got much chance of going to heaven, has she? Correct me if I'm wrong, but she's got more chance of poking that knock-kneed camel through the eye of a needle, isn't she?
Your coffee's ready, Gerald.
Splendid. Well, perhaps you'd like to join us.
Yeah, why not, Jerry?
Yeah.
Jerry.
Oh, yes, yes. I've always been partial to a good Western, yes. Splendid escapism.
Yeah, well, I made a study of the Wild West, you know. They never get the details right in films. For instance...
How's your steeple, Gerald?
Oh, precarious as always, I'm afraid. Our appeal is still some way from its target.
Well, please accept a cheque for £20 with my very best wishes.
Thank you, Daphne. Most generous.
I'm sure Mr. Tyler would like to make a similar gesture, wouldn't you?
Oh, that really won't be necessary.
Well, no, I mean, I would like to help, but I'm, you know, I'm a bit... Well, here, it's, a 50p to be going on with.
Thank you, Sam. Well, it's high time I was off. So nice to have met you.
Yeah, me likewise.
Daphne?
I'll see you out. Now you see what I have to put up with.
Daphne,
I'm sorry that you've missed Andrew the baby. And it's a tragedy about the christening, but you see, my son-in-law is one of those people that thinks it's frightfully clever and trendy to be a heathen.
I think you do well to adopt a more flexible approach to your situation here. You know, Sam strikes me as being a perfectly well-meaning sort of chap.
Gerald, may I remind you, I've just given you £20 towards your steeple.
Daphne, may I draw your attention to the parable of the widow's mite and remind you that you can't ingratiate yourself into our Lord's favour by flaunting the power of your investment portfolio. If you're going to call yourself a Christian, Daphne, you really must try and live as one. It's simply not good enough to confine your good intentions to the hour you spend in church every Sunday.
You really enjoyed that, didn't you? Bunging in steeple 20 quid, trying to make my 50p look cheap. Eh? I suppose you think that makes you £19.50 better than me? Well, I'm surprised he's your friend, Jerry, because I really liked him. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to scrape together £19.50 for his steeple if it's the last thing I do.
Let's hope it is. Is that the bank? This is Daphne Trenchard. I'd like to cancel a cheque. The Reverend Gerald Pargeter. Yes. Well, at the time, I thought he was bishop potential, but it later emerged he's nothing more than a closet Marxist. Did we manage to scrape up our £19.50 yesterday?
No, we didn't. Do you sleep all right?
Like a top. Thanks to the wardrobe, your snoring is but a distant murmur. Why do you ask?
Well, I just thought you might have been up all night, wrestling with your conscience.
Oh, joy, you're packing. Well, I knew it would come to this eventually. I'm surprised it took you so long. No hard feelings, I hope.
Well, you hope wrong, Daphne. All I'm doing is packing in my interest in the Wild West. I'm going to flex my muscles in a different direction.
Not Australia by any happy chance.
Look, it so happens that the Wild West is a very violent place. But since you moved in here, I've got enough violence to cope with. So I've decided to go for a more peaceful hobby. Something my grandchild could share with me. You do like animals, don't you?
Animals? Not dogs? No. Cats? Not a monkey. Oh, my God, you're not going to get a monkey. I mean, I can understand your wish to have a companion on your own wavelength, but...
Well, there might be a monkey in the batch.
Batch?
Yeah, I'm going to have a whole variety of them. Don't worry. They're no more trouble than your camel. It just so happens I've got a friend who works in the zoo.
Taxidermy for beginners.
I love a challenge, Daff. I love it. I mean, this is just a start, you know, for beginners, but I can't wait to get hold of the real thing. That's probably for you. Your Avon lady come with the estimate.
How do? Lead us to it, then.
Sorry?
We saw your card in the newsagent's window.
Card?
This way, lads.
Oh, thanks.
You can handle that, can't you?
Ah, smashing, yeah.
What card? What does it say?
It says wardrobe for sale, naff but solid, £19.50.